Hi, Leo, and welcome back to the Journey of Self. Okay, so today I'm actually doing a new spread. This spread is actually going to be called What's Stopping You from Getting What You Want? Okay, I think that we can all be interested in that, right? But this spread I actually take a little bit more serious than some of my other readings. I don't take this spread lightly. I don't really have many jokes for you today. I think this spread is super important because this spread is actually going to help us release any blockages that we may be experiencing in our life. I have already gone ahead and shuffled and laid out your cards just so I can get a real clear feel on exactly what's going on with you and be able to then explain it properly, you know. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pull some spirit messages cards from John Holland. Okay. If I do see that your reading does involve love, I will go ahead and I will pull some of the Doreen Virtue Romance Angel cards. Okay. Now, I feel like this spread is why we are here. This is the reason that the channel is called Journey of Self, right? The Fool. The Fool starts at 0 and then he goes through the journey and he learns a bunch of other things. He can transmute his energy. He can become other things. He can be more like, other people in the journey after he learns and sees things, correct? So what we're doing today is we're trying to figure out what the blockages are and what we can do to release these blockages from our life and call them what we want. A lot of times we don't see ourselves. So we think that we're doing something in order to get something else. And in reality, it's not going to render the results that we deserve or the results that we desire. Okay. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and pull a few clarifiers as I go, just simply because I like clarifiers. Okay. I like clarifiers. Now, I'm pulling. The first thing that I see that a lot of you are not content in what you actually, in your life now, in your present moment, you're not content. And let me tell you, if your life is not what you would like it to be, I'm not telling you that if you're in a horrible situation to learn to like it. What I'm telling you is you're going to need to bring some gratitude into your life. There has to be something in your life that's not all horrible. Even if it's the fact that you have a phone and you can watch these types of videos. I don't know. Something. It has to be something, okay? But see, you are so unhappy at times that it actually puts you at a standstill in life and you don't know which way to go. There are opportunities that are being missed because of this unhappiness. So, I can see that here you do want to be, more self-sufficient, more abundant within yourself. I see that there are times where you don't feel like you're good enough. Okay. And I'm here to let you know that we are all good enough and we are not mistakes. None of us. I don't care how you got here. I don't care how you got here. None of us are mistakes. We're all here for a reason. Okay. Finding your reason is probably what's going to make you the most happy. Wink, wink, hint, hint. The journey of self, right? Finding our purpose. All right. So I can see that you don't always feel like you're enough. I feel like as well that there are some things in your life that need to come to an end and you don't want to let go. Maybe you're complacent. Maybe you just are happy with the devil you know. I don't know. But it seems to be that there are some blockages in relations to getting over the past, taking new opportunities, feeling happy or grateful for the things that you have. These are things that, I can see that you are struggling with at this time. You're not accepting offers or you're not even offering. And, what you need to do in order to remove this blockage from your life is you need to start to be more open. Be more open. Be more emotionally open. It's baby steps is what it's going to take. You don't have to be, some emotional poet. It's going to be more of a baby step, in letting in the universe, like letting the universe prove to you that it cares for you and it knows you personally. Right? letting the universe prove to you that it cares for you and that it knows you personally and that it wants your personal life to be better. Okay, so these are some of the things that I see. I see that you may spend too much time weighing out exactly the direction you should go, and that's what's helping you lose opportunities. You're spending too much time thinking about it. I also see here that there can be some self-sabotage going on. There are some things that you're doing that you may know aren't right, but you do them anyway. And then it comes to the point where you have your consequences. They're not rendering you the results that you want. But it's almost like you know you have the power to manifest these things in your life, and you don't necessarily feel good enough. So when you're kind of like at the impasse of these things almost happening, you kind of self-sabotage straight up and down. Okay? So let's see what we can do to get over these blockages. I see that you can try and arouse some passion. You do not need to move quickly on this, but what you need to do is try and to arouse some passion in your life. And I'm not talking about you and passion with another person. I'm talking about find something that interests you and focus on that thing. Something that you can be happy and grateful for. Because when you do that, you begin to put that energy out into the world, and the universe just pours more things, and spirit just puts more things on you for you to be more grateful for and more happy about. Okay? And more passionate about. Okay, let's go ahead now that we know what the blockages are and how we can get over them. Let's go ahead and we're going to pull some spirit message cards, and we're going to see what the universe has when it comes to advising us. You know, I'm always perplexed. I know I shouldn't be. I've been doing this for quite some time, but I'm always perplexed on how I get a new deck. This particular deck is new for me. This new deck is new for me. Okay. One of the ways that the spirits or whatever, the universe, whatever you want to call it, speak to me is through synchronicity. Okay. So I'm always amazed when I get a new deck. I'm always a little apprehensive. I'm wondering if this deck is going to actually connect with me and if it's actually going to be able to follow and be a help to what I'm doing here, which is trying to help other people learn how to manifest in their own lives. Okay, this channel is called Journey of Self for a reason. Okay, and when these cards start to come out that is just completely on point to what we're talking about, I'm just like, oh my God. I know, I'm still shocked. Like, how am I shocked, right? I should know this already because these are my cards, this is my reading, and I know already my gifts, right? But I'm still sometimes shocked. Okay, because we have a few cards here that you're gonna be like, oh gosh. This one is the first one. You saw me shuffle, you saw me pick them, right? So this card came back out, right? I did this whole entire run for all the zodiacs earlier. Like I said, I work with synchronicity. I'm not gonna say something that I only saw once. You never know. I like to see things more than once to your trend before I start to repeat them to the public. Okay? And then there's this one. So now let's read them. Let's see what this has to say. Self-sabotage. When you learn to get out of your own way, there will be no stopping you. Most of the time, it's not others who prevent you from achieving your true goals. It's that inner voice that derails those carefully woven plans. Oh my gosh. And that is so true. We'll talk about that another day, but that is so 100% true. It's usually our own selves, you know. I always like to say that the devil is the voice in your head, right? I'm not even a religious person, but the devil, right? What is hell? Hell is unfulfilled potential. Hell is a dream deferred. Hell is, quoting Janae Aiko, other people and the lack thereof of other people and the lack of love. Hell is not a place. Hell is not a certain evil. Hell is other people and the lack thereof and their lack of love. Janae Aiko. Juke. That's the song that goes to. Okay. What do I mean by that? We already talked about self-love and we've already talked about self-sabotage, right? Okay, fine. So what do I mean by what I'm saying? I'm saying that sometimes when we go through grief, we go through loss, whether it's from someone or something that we lost, we mourn over it so hard that we can't move on and we can't see a brand new day or brand new opportunities. It could be a breakup. It could be the death of someone. So that's kind of like what she means when she says hell is other people, right? Maybe something that someone did to you that you just can't get over. Maybe someone didn't love you or didn't treat you the way you wanted to be treated. And now you're just stuck, right? So hell is other people. That's what she means by other people when they do evil things to you and they hurt you, or the lack thereof, meaning grief. When someone dies, when they're not there, or when we can't call in that love that we're looking for and all we get is duds or all we get is players and we're really looking for that real thing, right? So that's what she means. Hell is other people or the lack thereof and their lack of love. It's hell is a lack of love for yourself. You treat yourself like crap when you don't love yourself. Other people can't love you when you don't love yourself. Right? So all of these things are so interwoven with, the rest of it. Listen, here at the Journey Itself, we're going to get ourselves right. And then we're going to go and attract that love, that ultimate love, that soulmate love, or whatever we need to do. We're going to do that here at the Journey Itself. That's what this channel is about. Manifestation and self-love. The journey. Okay? Let's talk about self-love. Now is the time to love, nurture, and heal yourself. Self-love is not simply a state of mind about feeling good. It's a state of appreciation for yourself that grows and matures from actions you take to support your mind, body, and soul. Right? Something I said on one of the other videos to one of the other signs, I said, let's love ourselves the way we want other people to love us. Because putting that energy out will only call that energy back to you. We're not going to focus on the things we don't want. We're going to focus on the things that we want. Because wherever your mind goes, your energy will flow. And whatever you give energy to will grow. I just made that myself. I like that. But the first part I didn't make. Where your mind goes, your energy flows. I didn't make that. But I did make the other part. Because wherever your energy flows will grow, right? I like that. I did that myself. Okay. Anyway, self-love. A father's love. This is for maybe a particular amount of you or a few of you, but this card came out, so I'm not gonna neglect it. This is what I mean when we say sometimes we mourn the loss or the lack of others loving us. We mourn that sometimes, and we carry that with us our entire lives. Okay, some of us. And this is what it says. It says a father's love for his son or daughter never dies. The strength gained from such love is often unquantifiable in that it can be tapped into at any time for whatever reason. Whether your father is still here or has passed, a father's love is one of the strongest bonds any of us will ever experience. Oh my God, let me tell you, I can agree to that. I can agree to that 100%. My father and myself, just ultimate love. And yes, that's kind of what we're talking about. It's like the way, your history is with your family and your friends, the way you were raised, and the things that you learned about yourself, and the way you learned to love others, growing and coming into yourself is going to determine how you love yourself and how you love others. So I think that's for a small amount of us. Okay. There's another one here that says soul power. I mean, if a bunch of cards flip out, I will read them to you guys. I'm not going to shortchange you. The universe wanted you to hear these messages. Soul power. Always remember, you're a soul that comes with a body, not a body that comes with a soul. Your soul is your true essence, and you have an unlimited supply of soul power at your command whenever you need it. This goes back to us talking about manifestation and the fact that you can manifest, but you don't necessarily believe that you can manifest these things in your life for whatever the reasons, whatever the past was. This also talks about animals. For some of you, it would help to get a pet. For some of you, it is going to help to get a pet. I don't know why, but this is one of those cards, Animal Kingdom. Okay. It's one of those cards. Talks about spiritual companions. And it says that they have lessons to share with us. Open your heart and your soul. This other card is find your center. Okay. So it says find your center. Your outside world is a reflection and a manifestation of what's going on inside you at this time. Your outside world is a reflection and a manifestation of what's going on outside you at this time, or inside of you at this time. I don't know what's up with me. When the outside world becomes so hectic and stressful that your anxiety starts to overwhelm you, then this is the ideal moment to stop and ask, when is the last time I checked in with myself? I think that was the closing line. When your outside world gets so hectic and stressful, it is a time for you to ask yourself, when is the last time I checked in with myself? You have the power to manifest, Leo. You definitely do. You have the tools. People love you. Okay? You have the tools to bring whatever you want into your life. Okay? You do not have to feel insufficient. Whatever you feel you're deficient in, you can always call that into your life. That's the secret. That's the law of attraction. That has been your reading. Have a great rest of your day, and namaste.